Hi, everybody. Welcome back and happy Tuesday. All right, guys. Well, I have confirmed that tomorrow we will be doing our Beverly Hills recap, especially after the news came out today with Garcelle. We're going to be doing that with Ashley and Amani from Taste of Reality, and I will be keeping you guys posted. I'm surprised that I'm posting later today. We had a great blow business meeting, and I can't wait to show you guys all of the things that we have coming up. But in the meantime, we have some more Giudice stuff to talk about. We have Gia breaking her silence on her mother and her aunt Melissa. Oh, we also have Teresa getting blasted out right now for being tone deaf. Talk about the drama that really legitimately never ends. It never, ever ends. Yeah, we're going to talk about it. Before we jump in, if you guys haven't already, go ahead, pop off in the comment section. If you're not subscribed, get subscribed. Definitely don't forget to hit that notification bell. And yeah, let's just maybe start right here. I'm sorry, Teresa, but this is what's being said. So you guys know that right now, let me just kind of give you some backstory. It's plastered everywhere. Okay, magazine, People magazine, Bethany Frankel. I did a video earlier this morning where she took shots at Teresa. I'll give you like the cliff notes here. Teresa, as of right now, is clearly going through a lot of financial struggles, right? You have her husband who got the 2.5 plus million dollar tax lien. You have Teresa who got hit with 300,000 plus. Then you have, I think Louis got another 100 plus one. It's just mounting up. If you combine it, it seems like it's close to the worth of their New Jersey mansion. So I guess they took out a loan to pay off, or he took out a loan to pay off the mortgage, is what they're saying. Yeah, that's okay. So there is no mortgage, but then there's a loan to pay off. My question is, how did we get here? And of course, you have Andy Cohen, you have Bethany Frankel, you have everybody looking back like Teresa found herself in a hole before with Joe Giudice. There was wire fraud, bank fraud, tax fraud, prison time. They both did prison time, deportation, divorce. And she came out like a monster. The woman, and I mean in the best way possible, the woman worked her ass off to make sure that her daughters would not have to suffer anymore, that they were going to, and I mean suffer by like, they've already been through enough. So I think she wanted to stabilize and normalize as much as possible. She wanted to get back to work. She wanted to pay off the restitution, and she got herself back on top. Well, then she ended up meeting Louis in 2020. They got married 2 years later. After they got married, everybody was talking, and the number one question was, "Are you going to get a prenup?" And she's like, "No, I married for love, not for money." And Andy was like, "Teresa, you got to get a prenup." And Bethany Frankel was like, "What the did you do?" On her TikTok, she even said, "I want to crawl through this phone right now. You didn't get a prenup. What are you thinking?" Yeah. Well, now, because she didn't get a prenup, and now her financial business is plastered all over the place, Page Six and every other major media outlet, people, of course, are watching everything that she's doing. So thank you to Reality Blurb. Teresa posted a t-shirt with designer labels on Instagram after the news was shared regarding the tax liens against her and her husband, Louis. And in response, her fans and followers had plenty to say. It was days after they were hit with tax liens in the amounts of 303,000, 2.5 million. She took to Instagram where she showed off her designer shirt and spoke of being unstoppable. This is the post. Yep, that's it. Where you can see the shirt says, "I speak fluent French, Hermes, Chanel, Dior, Saint Laurent." And her caption says, "Next week, fresh goals, unstoppable energy. Let's make this Monday the start of something amazing. Hashtag Monday motivation. Hashtag new week, new goals." Now, obviously, fans could not help but take note of the timing of Teresa's post. And yeah, here's some of the comments. Teresa, I love you, but this is so tone deaf. LOL. LOL. This LOL, not to mention the IRS talks. Eek. I love her too, and you're right. I can't believe she didn't make Louis sign a prenup. I'm pretty sure she has her post set on pre-post mode, is what somebody said. All right, that could be true. That could be true. Now, as for some other fans, some agreed with Teresa and her sentiments, saying this: "Don't let someone dim your light simply because it's shining in their eyes." And another person said 3 million in tax liens doesn't give off anything but shadows and darkness. Oh, oh, and it keeps going. It keeps going. It's not the first time that Teresa and Louis have faced money troubles because, as fans may recall, she owed over 615,000 in back taxes in 2023 and in 2024. And Louis took a $1 million, reportedly $1 million loan in hopes of paying off their $3.4 million home. But he's also faced challenges in business. In fact, just months ago, a company he co-founded, Vinny Via Digital Media Solutions, faced claims of failing to pay a party planner over $300,000 and later filed a Chapter 11 bankruptcy. Is it tone deaf? I kind of agree with, there's an app. I don't know if you guys are familiar with it. I used to use it when we lived in Thailand. When we lived in Thailand, like White Lotus. And it's called Hootsuite. That's the app. So you can, I don't use it now because if you look at my social media, I post what I want when I want, and it's far and few between unless it's videos and YouTube. This is where I am. Like Instagram and all that. I don't give a shit about that. But like for Teresa, she can have an assistant or herself pre-post all of these things, take photos of her, and make sure that she's in the know. Is a shirt saying "I speak fluent French," Hermes, Chanel, Saint Laurent, is that the end of the world? No. Are people going to pick it apart? Yes. The reason being is because she's a very public figure and people are just waiting to eat her alive. That's just the harsh reality of it. And Gia is going to be next. People are going to get her too. It's just a matter of waiting for some sort of scandal. But Gia Giudice, thank you to All About the Real Housewives. She wasn't just making her presence felt as a guest at the iHeartRadio Music Awards. She was speaking her truth, and she was talking about launching her podcast, right? But she took a moment to reflect on the complicated relationships within her family, particularly the ongoing tension between her mom and Melissa Gorga. So obviously we know, because we've been invested in the show for a long time, and to be honest with you, the Giudice Gorga drama has been a central theme of the show for years. And a lot of fans have just wondered, is a reconciliation possible? More importantly, if that reconciliation could lead to both women returning to the cameras for future seasons of the show. But during the interview at the awards, Gia Giudice was asked if she thought there was any chance of her mother, Teresa, and her aunt, Melissa, ever coming together to film again. And she said, for the aspect of just filming, it's pointless. It's still so much deeper than that. And I don't think that's what the fans don't understand. It's like there's so much turmoil and hurt, and it's just been so long. I think it's safe to say that both parties are over it. But she continued on by shedding light on the emotional weight that is carried over the years. And she said it's beyond cameras. What the fans need to understand is that this is our real life. We don't want to fake it anymore. We're really over it, and it's just toxic. That was too much toxicity. It's kind of like, let bygones be bygones. Her perspective on the situation was obviously clear, but while fans might want the drama, there's a deeper truth beneath the surface. Obviously, there's wounds between them, and there's been a lot of conflict. She said if Bravo wants to bring them both back, they need to understand that there probably won't be a relationship. I'm going to play the clip for you. Here we go.
Think the OG is going anywhere. That is just my opinion. I'm a little biased. It is my mom, but she's a legend. She's an icon. She's brought the show to what it is today, and Jersey will always be her home.
Now, a lot of fans are hoping that maybe her and Melissa, your aunt, might come together so then everyone can come back and film. Do you think that would ever happen?
For the aspect of just filming, it's pointless. It's so much deeper than that, and I think that's what the fans don't understand. Like, there's so much turmoil and hurt, and it's just been so long. I think it's safe to say both parties are over it. And what the fans need to understand is that, like, this is our real life. we don't want to fake it anymore. We're really over it. And it's just the toxicity. There was too much toxicity. It kind of just is like, let bygones be bygones. If Bravo wants to bring them both back, they need to understand there probably won't be a relationship.
I mean, honestly, well said. And to be fair, when I said that about Gia too, about her like needing to know that people are going to come after her, it's really, we're not explaining anything to her that she doesn't know. She grew up in this. She knows this better than all of us. But now that she's going to be a main cast member on her own show with some of the other housewives' kids, she is going to be a target. She will. There will be people who don't like her just because of Teresa. It's going to be a different level. Before, she was kind of in the shadows of Teresa, and now she's coming to the forefront. I think it'll be interesting. I think Gia will kill it, and I think that she's been conditioned for this. I think she'll do amazing. I want to hear what your thoughts are, though. Guys, pop off in the comment section, smash the like button, show some love, and we'll see you in a little bit. Love you guys.